Peace and love, eternal, y'all. What it do? Um, I don't even feel like really cutting on the light for real, or none of that. I just want to vibe with y'all real quick and kind of let y'all know what's been going on. Let me go ahead and do something. Hold on, give me 1 second. It's been a long time. Should have left you. I ain't have no choice, y'all. Some uh, some stuff got real. Okay. Some stuff got real, so I ain't have no choice. Hold on 1 second. I really kind of want to do this outside, but I said it to go live. I just only need y'all to see me a little bit. You don't even matter that much. Alright, I want to make sure y'all can hear me, everything. So, I'll be honest with y'all, right? Man, been a lot going on for the past 2 weeks. Okay, 2 weeks. Um, had just some of the craziest stuff happen to me y'all wouldn't even believe. Okay, that's the whole thing. Is everything I just experienced, nobody would ever believe. Right? Let me just cut on. Should I cut on another light? No, I think I'm straight. I'm gonna keep it just like this. Uh, when I say these are my confessions, when you want to hear it, here it go. Uh, just got labeled. I don't know, crazy for the first time, or whatever you want to call it. Um, and when I say label crazy, I mean I literally got jammed up, threw in the hospital, in the psych ward for over 9 days. One day in particular, um, was knocked out for 12 hours. I've had fluids taken from me unlawfully without consent, blood uh, taken from me multiple times without consent, then locked in a psychiatric part of the hospital for hmm, like 9, 10 days. Okay. Uh, when I say all of this shit just happened to me, for real, unlawfully, in there involuntarily, what the fuck does that even mean? Okay, if they put you on holds or psych holds, isn't supposed to be no more than 72 hours. Um, all this shit. So now there's a real fight on my hands. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, maybe I'm harsh in my delivery. Maybe I said or did some things that upset some folks. Okay. Particularly law enforcement or powers that be, or whatever establishment, whatever I offended, right? Um, the thing about it is, when I get on here and I speak, I don't mean to come off so harsh. The thing about it is, when you channeling and you channeling the divine, or you channeling your ancestors, or and they're angry. They're angry about what's happened, things like this. Certain things wasn't supposed to be the way it was, and I'm sorry that when I speak, it come off real harsh. But when you channeling the divine, right, and they're angry, and God's angry, your spirit team is angry about injustices, okay, stuff like this. It just come out how it comes out, okay. Um, Now the story, I'm not gonna tell because I'm convinced, like, I'm convinced that, you know, if I say what really occurred, that only enforces their narrative of me that, oh, she suffered a psychotic break, whatever the hell. I don't know. She just has anxiety. She's just depressed. Yeah, I am. A lot of divine beings that wake up and realize what the world is, um, become anxious, become depressed, okay? Because you realize the truth of what's been going on in your surroundings, in your environment, okay? But right now, what I want to do is my confessions, right? So I just want to take accountability for where I'm at. Uh, yes, in my own life, I've been karmic to some folks, or maybe even been karmic to myself. Okay. Um, I did a lot of blaming, was real angry. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to talk to nobody because I couldn't trust nobody, right? Um, or at least that's how it felt. It feels. You know what I mean? When you figure out what's been going on, information purposefully withheld from you. God is showing you things, and others are saying different. Um, you're working to heal yourself, but nobody wants you to heal. You were never supposed to heal. You were never supposed to grow. You were just supposed to stay here where we're comfortable keeping you. Um, or um, when you try to set boundaries, and nobody wants you to have boundaries because they're demanding your energy. The trying to come into your energetic field unlawfully. Never mind, like, actually unlawfully doing something to you, and then make it seem like you're the one being unlawful. But right now, I'm not going to blame nobody. Right now, I'm going to take accountability for myself and where I am. Where I am right now is, uh, I've been hard headed, I've been knuckleheaded, it's been hard to listen, and it's because I've been in an environment full of chaos. But the thing about it is, I've grown tremendously. And everything that happens only keeps heightening my intuition or heightening my spiritual growth in different ways. It's just that, ego still needs work. Like, um, my ego still needed some work. Reason I say that is because, you can't do this out of anger. You can't. I mean, you can. It's okay to feel the anger, or have those experience those emotions, but you can't lead from there. And it's hard when God calls you to try to be a leader in your own life, and other people are trying to control you. They don't want you to see yourself as, a leader. They don't want you to see the good in you or the God in you. You know what I mean? Or you spiritual and you just, you spiritual and you talk to the divine. So that's not real. So you just hearing voices. This whole type thing, right? But I fell into a trap. I fell into a gossip trap, okay? A mean girl trap, okay? Um, I messed with some people, let's just say in my past, in my youth, I messed with some unsavory, kind of sketchy individuals, right? You know what I mean? And my whole thing has just been to heal and detox from that as best as I can. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've done stuff, you know what I mean, that was codependent, you know what I mean, became codependent on, smoking and this, that, to numb the pain and whoop wop the bam. Now I'm in a place where I can move beyond that. I can be selective. But even in me being selective or curbing that, now I'm just having to bring it to a dead stop. Because if you're in an environment and you can't trust and you don't know who to trust, um, it becomes you having to learn how to trust yourself. That's something I didn't know how to do for me. Um, my whole life I've been advocating for other people, sticking up for other people, or even I will say doing what I've seen others do. But I feel like that's a natural part of me as an empath, um, as like a signal empath, this type of energy, this mirroring naturally occurs for me. Now, one thing about it that I could say is that my mirror was working in reverse, and that's because it's a reverse mirroring effect that's happening. So if I go around people that gossip, people that drink and smoke, and there's no higher vibrational intellectual stimulation, nothing being had, it's just for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, it's low vibe. Right now I'm having to transcend my own lower vibrational self, um and that's cool. This whole time I've been just working to heal and detox myself from mistakes I knew I made. You know what I'm saying? Hooked up people who shouldn't have been hooked up with. Constantly derailing myself by making certain choices, choosing to interact um with people that they're comfortable just seeing me one way. It's hard to open up and see yourself the way God is seeing you if you're around people and there's only that one reflection. Okay? So if I go around gossipy people, I could lean into and have a tendency to gossip. Not all the time is that bad, but that is a spirit that can derail or delay or corrupt your that can corrupt one's integrity, or it can corrupt one's reputation, or it can corrupt the way you're seen or looked at. Right now, I don't care how others see me. It's important for me to see myself. Hey, what's good with you? What's good with you? So this just me, Miss Kiera. I'm glad you're here, or I'm glad somebody pulled up, or somebody could listen. Um, and forgive me if I'm talking in circles, cause my mental mind just got played on. Okay, pump me full of drugs I didn't ask for. Um, Basically military tactics just got employed on me, and all to make me think that I'm crazy or I'm tripping or I was the one, okay, and whatever. And my thing about it is, at times, I was, okay. got with some people, you know what I'm saying? And this is why I'm so closed off now. This is why I'm so selective. This is why no, I don't want to mess with nobody. I don't want to have sex or engage in no acts that I feel like is lower vibrational acts. People trying to my thing is, if I'm going to engage in these kind of acts, it has to be with a higher vibrational person. I have to take in energy that's healing to me now and not detrimental to me. And that's the difference. I didn't know how to not love and cater to, uh, let's just say, snakes. Okay. Now again, that movie Home Alone. Snakes. I don't know no snakes. Bullshit. We all know some snakes, bro. Um, my whole life I just been around shady characters or people that hide the truth or don't want you to see the truth or uh just this type of energy. So when I came of age, that's the energy I was attracted to. You know what I mean? I became attracted to the bad boy types or whatever like this, or uh, fell into certain friend groups because I was mimicking what I saw, right? And I feel like we all do that, right? And the whole thing is to try to break out of that. But what I've been experiencing is people trying to keep me trapped in that because I make them feel good. I make them happy or I inspire them in some manner, but I'm too harsh. I don't want to give enough of my energy. I'm not putting out. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This type of energy. And so it make you come off like an asshole. If you only mimicking what you see or mirroring what you see, without knowing your authentic self or at least having the ability to stand in it, you come off like a copycat. So that's how I came off. You know what I'm saying? I could see people in Terror Land like or people just anywhere. Um I hear sometimes God will allow me to hear other people's thoughts about me. And sometimes it can be upsetting to me and be real triggering. But now I'm learning how to realize that that's just my mirror working um in reverse. The negative stuff I might say out my mouth is secretly a reflection for the person I'm talking to, right? At that moment. But these thoughts that God will allow me to hear from others or parts of these conversations, God will allow me to hear from others. Even though it's triggering, it's the reverse mirroring effect for me to help me better myself. This is something I'm just not catching on to. So this whole time I thought I was in the dark night or whatever like this, but really this is it. Okay. I mean I was, but it's levels to this. It's levels to the shift. It's levels to your growth. It's levels to your healing. Right? Um, for me, I made a lot of choices that led me to this point. And now it's like this point of the unknown or this point of uncertainty about how things are going to go. Um, Uncertainty about, what's coming next. And that's okay. Um, Even though it's triggering, it's crazy what's happening, uh, whatever like this. It's all right. I do. I do want to say that if any of my former soulmates, or let's just say any of the past people that have known me, happen to see this, be it family, old friend, comrade, co-worker, whoever, okay, If you happen to see this, I love all y'all from a genuine place. But it feels like this whole thing was like orchestrated. I feel like the divine orchestrated it one way, and then I feel like others around me was working to orchestrate it another way. And I'm just blessed to be able to see it from both sides. I'm blessed right now to still be alive. Um, he was trying to make it seem like I got something, I did something, I gave somebody something, I'm about to die. I don't take care of myself. No, I wasn't taking care of myself properly. And I do have layers of trifling that I'm low key working through and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was taught to care for other people, not care for myself. So now it's the flip side. Now I'm having to learn how to take care of myself. Okay? It's like I've been in a situation where it's just like, don't nobody want me to be convinced that I can genuinely be loved, even while I'm this fucked up or did fucked up things, right? Or said fucked up things, or came on too harshly, or maybe wasn't taking care of myself as much as I needed to, or whatever like this. But certain shit was instilled in me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm working off 30 years of toxic ways of thinking. I'm working through a childhood wounding where, yeah, I might come home. Yeah, I might be lazy with certain stuff. Yeah, it may take me longer to wash or clean up or do this or do that. You know why? Because my whole life I've been doing it for other people. My whole life I've been washing people's clothes, cleaning people's cribs, da 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 da, doing everything for everybody else. Okay, but nobody when I was young taught me how to adequately take care of myself, my whatever. And this is not me blaming them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it for what it is. I came to be this way or how I have became for a reason. Okay. People want me to think just because I'm depressed or just because I was lazy or lax, became lax on certain things, that I'm not worthy of being loved or I'm not worthy of being in a certain position or who I am must be a lie. No. Okay. True fact of the matter is, um, I came to be this way because this is how people wanted me to be. It was like a set. It was set up. Okay. It was. Uh, and so now I got tired. I don't give a fuck about Dustin. Why? Because I didn't always had to, um, do laundry for a whole household of people, clean other people's cribs, do all like a real fucking Cinderella story around this motherfucker. Okay, what if Cindy got tired and just said, fuck it, and blew a blunt? Okay. Or I'm trying to laugh at make it humorous, but shit, just a burnout, just tired, yo. You know what I'm saying? Just got tired. Okay, you talking to somebody that's been doing dishes and washing clothes and watching other people kids and doing all this shit. I'm talking about since 6 years old. 6 years old, my own key to the crib. 6 years old, watching somebody else's child. 6 years old, having to be all of this responsible. Okay, while everybody else just delighted and took torment in any time I was ever sick and any time I experienced actual pain. Okay, nobody ever cared to open up and talk to me about nothing that went on. Okay, let's talk about, okay, My confessions, right? Let's throw it back. I used to get left alone. Okay? And so sorry to be like, oh, neglect. But yeah, it was neglect. Okay? Alright. Let's just go ahead and keep it a buck. When you have a young parent, young people still fucking up and do young people shit. Okay? So there was instances where I was left alone in a room or left alone while folks party, left alone while uh you know, parent at work or little rendezvous, uh waking up by myself in the crib alone. Okay, going to drink a cup of juice on the table. You know what I'm saying? Presumably it's red, so you a kid, you think that shit juice. Going to take a sip of juice on the table because you woke up and thirsty, trying to find where everybody at, but it's a cup full of motherfucking liquor that you can just drink on motherfucking accident. Uh, Shit like this. Okay. Um, when I was, or how about when I was 4? How about when I was 4? Um, this have just recently came to my mind. Okay, I was outside in our little housing complex or whatever like this at the playground on the slide. Da, 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 da. And Capricorns, we are very mature at a really young age. We talk to people, can have mature conversations, all like this. And so I would talk to people outside at the playground or whatever like this. I would be out there by myself. I could remember, okay? I'm out there. I was talking to this one boy, and I don't know how old he was. If I was 4, I don't know if this boy had been 10 or 12, like prepubescent. He had to be old enough to know what sex was or something. I didn't. You see what I'm saying? I remember on the playground talking to this boy, and we went into his crib, and he started trying to kiss me, and he was kissing me and stuff like this. At first, I thought it was cool, but then I got up and ran the hell out of there. Uh, God was like, no, because he got to try to touch. You know, they teach you good touch, bad touch, and shit like that. So when that started happening, you know what I'm saying? I ran up out of there, right? But do you know I thought I had sex because I kissed the boy or because the boy kissed me? Nigga. So I was 4, and just because the boy kissed me, I thought I had did it. Like, are you doing what the fuck? Um, in the crib with the adults while they partying, drinking, doing it, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, how you feel about shit don't matter. Uh, don't nobody talk to you about what it is that's done happened to you. Always left alone, or watching somebody's kid, or having to clean somebody else's shit, or having to do all this shit. I was tired, boss. Amy tell me I gotta grow up now and then get a job and do all of this shit, some more shit. So right, so I'm a one woman show. Certain shit, like I said, I don't care about, or just tired. Okay, you dealing with a draining ass world all day that just want to be up in your energy and play up in your energy all day, and they get to walk around and masquerading your energy, feeling like the man, feeling like the woman, and all of this shit, and the whole time they play you down here, but they masquerading in your energy and shit. They got friends all around and in they face and ha ha ha, happy happy, joy joy. And if anytime you trying to express what the hell's going on with you, uh, don't you know everybody go through that? Don't you know shit happens to everybody? don't you know? Your pain get trivialized. You know what I'm saying? That teach you to avoid conflict avoidance like a motherfucker. I want peace like a motherfucker. If I don't want nothing else, I want peace. But now it's like they even trying to take that simple shit, peace, joy, happiness, my ability to create. Okay, um, seen, heard, simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Make her seem like a simpleton. She can't have none of that good simple shit. All of this weird shit that's been going on. You know what I mean? Shit. I gotta be real. And even in, you know, part of me knew. Like I always knew I was different or meant for something else. And I always just knew for whatever reason, was targeted for that. Okay. Whatever the case is. But me right now, I'm done running. I'm done trying to avoid shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to face off type shit. Face off with me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had some shit to do. Yeah, I had to clean up my act. No, I don't give no fuck about clothes. So let me be real with you. When you being treated like a motherfucking slave and like motherfucking bitch, I can guarantee you don't get no fuck about clothes. You gotta wash some motherfucking clothes. I don't care about seeing no fucking clothes. I don't, to a certain degree, I don't understand what the big motherfucking fuss is about all of that shit. All this material shit we just love and gotta have, and all of this shit so bad. It's a program, okay? Life used to be simple. You wash your clothes up, hang them up on the motherfucking line. You didn't, would you have all the clothes you have in your closet if you had to wash them hoes out by hand and hang them all up on the line? Would you really want all the clothes you think you have? Hell no. I would be 100. Hell no. Okay. So shit, yes, I was in a depression. Yes, I was in a funk. Yes, it's hard to come home and do anything else after you've been drained by the world all motherfucking day. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then all these demands on my energy and shit. You know what I mean? People didn't value me or what I had to say or my feelings. So I stopped giving a fuck about sharing them. Then when I found a place where I felt like I could share them and I heard other people speaking and it was things I had been through and it resonated with me. I'm thinking I can hop in that community and it's gonna be cool. Nah, just looked at it as a copycat, even though I'm gifted all by myself individually. You know what I mean? Uh, y'all opened up and y'all shared certain shit, so I wanted to share it back. Not that I was ever trying to take nobody's spot or just straight up copy anything anybody was doing. It's just like I felt like y'all gave me a key to the puzzle, to the mystery, to me I was trying to solve. And I just felt like, okay, if I can look at the same information and interpret it, God giving me the keys from the other side. I feel like if you gave me a key to solving the mystery, maybe something I say could give you a key to solving the mystery on your end. You see what I'm saying? Not that I ever was trying to get out here a copy or be like somebody else, because I really don't care to do that. But the whole thing about it is people will watch my channel in secret or watch stuff I post in secret or say in secret and feel away. Some people some people knew my gifts before I did. So some people know I'm a channeler, right? They know I'm a channeler, but then they will watch my channel in secret, knowing I'm a channeler. And whoever's watching and whoever energy I'm picking up on, I will start to sound like them, or I will pick up on a cadence and start sounding like them, talking like them while I'm talking. This is something that I can see when I go back and watch other videos. Not that I was ever trying to mimic a motherfucker, but if you pull up and you watching me and I'm channeling, if I'm channeling strong enough, I might start to sound like you or your ancestor I'm channeling, or say stuff you would say if you pulling up on me and watching me. You know what I mean? And it gets took as me being a copycat, me being this or me being that, right? My whole life been a big ass joke, like a big ass joke that's been played where I'm just always the butt of the joke and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like after a while you don't give a fuck about all this shit that people care about. All of this stuff that we do to try to impress other people or all like this. And sometimes it is about doing it and feeling good for yourself. But I'm saying that I'm coming out of an era where it wasn't okay. Anytime I get to trying to take care of myself, looking good, smelling good, this, that, and the third. Oh, what you doing this for? Who you looking good for? Who you trying to be? Who you trying to impress? Who you and shit. That's been my whole motherfucking life. My whole fucking life. And it's not just to that level. It's to the point where anytime I start looking good, feeling good, woo out the band, all of a sudden I'm just in a funk. All of a sudden I don't want to do shit. All of a sudden I can't get dressed. All of a sudden I don't want to do my hair. All of a sudden I don't want to do this. The second anybody seeing me rising up right from out under me, every time, it's just been happening the whole damn time. And I ain't never been able to catch on to what, like, why. You know what I mean? Not like, I mean, not from an aspect of like I was questioning God, like why you're not answering my prayers or whatever the case is. But it was like why from the aspect of like why do this keep happening? Why every time I'm trying to go after something, or not go after per se, but anytime I'm trying to accomplish a task, uh, or do something that I felt guided in my spirit to do, say or create. The second anybody say, "Hey, what you doing?" If I share anything I do or want to do, I might as well kiss that shit goodbye. Okay? This has been the energy that has been put or set over my life that I have been working to crack this whole time. You know what I mean? Just, and people want me to give up. They would rather me die than to believe I'm actually a healer. They would rather me die or be locked away somewhere than to hear me or see me speaking whatever truth they don't want God bringing or whatever. They don't want me to believe that I can channel God. They don't want me to believe I'm worthy enough of being loved, okay, or whatever. But none of this superficial shit matters, or what even uh none of it is the reason. Okay, none of it is the reason that me and God are so close, or none of it is the reason why I was chosen to do this. Okay. uh it's my heart, it's the love God knows I have in my heart. It's this, I have this ability to forgive and let shit go so easily. I have this ability. I've been like this my whole life. I just let shit slide, let shit slide. I'm tired of letting shit slide. Okay? Tired of letting shit slide. Right? Then grew up on just getting by and all like this. I'm tired of that shit too. Okay? We're tired of just getting by. Not to be like, oh, I gotta be the richest, most wealthiest motherfucker walking. It ain't that deep. It's just that I deserve. You know what I'm saying? Despite what anybody else think, I've done a lot of work. Sometimes I might have been lazy or lax at a job or whatever like this. And I gotta show grace to myself because it's times where I pull up in an environment, I naturally start to mirror the energy going on in the environment. Whatever institution, whatever establishment, wherever I go, I'm naturally gonna start to mirror that environment. It's just what it's what's been going on. It's what's been happening. So, you know what I'm saying? Forgive me if you ever think I got on here and was trying to speak to you from a point where I was coming like where I'm from above you. It's never like that. It's just if I'm channeling God, I'm channeling, these ascended masters that's helping, or the ancestors, or whoever I'm channeling. And people want to deem that to be a sin or deem that to be negative. Okay, demon spiritual conversation to be bad. Anytime you are praying and waiting on an answer from God, you are having a spiritual conversation. Okay? And people think that it's a sin to communicate with the spirit realm. It's not a sin per se. You just have to be ordained for it, meaning that God activates that part of you. God wants you to see. God wants you to hear. It's something you need to learn from that or grow from that. You know what I mean? It's it's just what it is. And I've had ancestors that just a lot of them did a lot of good, and a lot of them on the low just appeared good on the surface. You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing about it is um it's like I'm tired of that. Like I don't want to just appear to be good. I'm really working on being good. I'm not going to even say trying. It's a everyday thing to try to break myself out of a mental imprisonment that somebody trying to lock me in every day. And then not to even be trying to give nobody else any type of credit or power, but it's just the facts. I just got emmed up and fucking just locked away for days. You know what I'm saying? Just because people wanted to make a point. Just because people, you ain't shit. That's what people want you to believe. You ain't shit for real. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, no, I've been around a lot of ain't shit people, or I've been around a lot of people that don't really care. Okay, I've been around a lot of gifted people, but people are using their gifts for bad. It's like I'm not trying to use my gifts for bad. I'm trying to use my gifts for good. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on healing myself. Um, no, I don't like going to doctor's offices because whenever I go there, ever since my youth, shots, all these shots unnecessarily, all this taking blood from me, this, that. And then when all of that shit happens, then I get sick. I noticed it in a trend in my life. So no, I don't all the time go to the doctor. No, I don't like going to the doctor because if I get an intuitive feeling that is some shit going on, then I don't go. And they mess with healers all the time. Okay, they do this all the time. Okay, what I've experienced is only a portion of what other healers have went through. Other ascended masters of the past have been through the same thing. Okay? So, you know, not that I'm trying to make no justifications for anything. Um, I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Uh, so now I'm at a point where it's like, don't know how everything's gonna go. But the thing about it is, I trust God. Okay, that may or may not look to everybody the way they think it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's not the. I don't care about clothes. I wear the same shit all the time because I don't give a fuck about them. Okay. People try to make Capricorn seem so materialistic. Yes, we like nice things, or we like, trying to, you know, look good, smell good, whatever the case is. But sometimes, to be real with you, it's just like, I, I'm not as materialistic as people think. And why is it anytime that I'm trying to do better for myself or feel good in my own skin, shit like this happens? Uh, what am I supposed to just fall into despair and not try anymore? I think that's a no. You know what I'm saying? Because wherever I am, I'm good. I'm home in me, and it doesn't matter. My job here, a lot of my job and what I was sitting here to do is work on me, and a lot of that work, a, a lot of what God sent me here to do and be, I'm walking into it, or I have already. A lot of it I've done. Now it's just time to do it in a different way. Um, I learned who I was. I was, you know, angry. Or when I started coming to about what was happening, I was angry. I was moving in I was moving in certain ways because I couldn't trust what was going on in my environment. Um, but now I'm opening up and trusting myself. And I gotta trust what comes out my own mouth, even if it seems harsh, even if it seems bad, even if it. I just, I gotta. I'm working on me, y'all. It's an everyday thing. A lot of inceptions was planted in my head. A lot of shit, um, I did was put in my head and made to think it was okay. Okay, and a lot of that stuff I'm purging. So forgive me while I work on me. It is what it is. I'm a work in progress all the time. Okay. Um, Definitely working on transcending depression, and I'm definitely not going back to no low vibrational stuff or low vibrational people. Let's just say that I love who everybody has been to me. I've been so angry about everything that happened, but I'm grateful now, uh, about everybody I've met, about everything that happened, even if it seemed bad or scary or had me stuck in my head for a while. Um, I'm grateful for it because at the end of the day, I'll overcame it. At the end of the day, people try to stop my heart, and I'm still here. At the end of the day, people try to still recover my energy, my intelligence, my love for God, my happiness, my joy. I still have it. Okay. Um, Even if I'm working through layers of trifling, I gotta be real. I gotta be real about it. Yes, I'm guilty of bed rot and maybe not washing as often as I should. Yes, I'm guilty of saging and smudging and move out the damn, because this place is haunted. But not washing my walls as often. Yes, I used to lean really heavily on weed. And yes, honestly, I'm pulling back from that. You know what I'm saying? I used to be an everydayer on certain things. Now I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm transcending it in a big, big way. Um, to the point where now I'm ready to release it all together. If I can't grow my own, you know what I'm saying? I don't want it. Cause why? You can't trust where it comes from. Unless I went and got it out the earth or from the mother myself, you just can't trust it. You know what I mean? So now I'm learning who and what I can and can't trust. And now I can surrender, not worrying about who in my environment I could trust or not. Um, when I got on here and was talking about shedding Judas consciousness, I feel like this is a big part of my lesson. Um, and not just worry about who's being a Judas to you, but okay, so the Christ befriended Judas for a reason, and this was the Christ's best man's. Okay, so that means we all have a part of us that we have to work through. There's a part of us somewhere that tries to trick or betray the self, be it a mindset, be it a habit, be it having a love for snake-like individuals because that's all you know or been around, or there's different ways in which we betray the self. You know what I'm saying? Not maintaining the rituals, not not staying on point with spiritual tasks, right? Stuff like this that I become guilty of, and it's just because of the simple fact of everything was a trick. I got on here and was trying to figure out how to protect myself spiritually, or what spiritual work I had to do, because I felt like workings was being done on me, and yes, in fact, it was. It's been revealed to me that root work and dark craft is on my family line. They just don't like me saying that. They just don't want me to reveal that, because if I reveal that, then certain stuff don't work as much, right? But the true fact of the matter is, my life is steeped in people doing roots or wordcraft, whichever craft, but it's dark. Okay, um, it's steeped in it. It's steeped in mystery. Um, to the point, like my ancestors, a lot of them, or the people in my family line, or what I was led to believe is my family lines, right? Everybody's from down south. It's a real strong connection to Louisiana, whatever's been going on like this here. Um, it's been revealed to me that um, that part of my family, you know, they've been doing root work, whatever, keep me docile. Like, I had got channels months back, right? Ancestors kept talking about Get X'd. Remember them Triple X movies? All them Triple X movies, and then the one with Ice Cube. I was thinking about what happened in the movies and why that's relevant. I also was getting channels about Marie Laveau. So somebody was been trying to X me out. You know, they talking about go find her sarcophagus and you could put 3 X's in the person's name, and they think that that's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, send Marie Laveau at you and why, man. Or, friends that do workings on people to keep people in certain states of mind. All of that shit got revealed to me, but I wasn't supposed to ever know or find out. Stuff playing around in the dream state, or doing spell work to negatively influence dreams. Or they've been trying to block me out from having good dreams. Because I'm not supposed to perceive that anything's going to go well or go good. You know what I mean? It's like, but I have a good heart. I have a kind nature. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Right? And I fell into some of that. Why? Because you you're not supposed to you can't necessarily wish ill will on those that are trying to harm you. No. But they almost pushed me to that point of just trying to go dark. And it's like, and all I did was I took to doing protection work, but the thing is I was already being protected. And even you know what I mean? It's like um certain stuff is your job and then certain stuff is God's job. And this is what I had to learn the distinction about, because all my life I've been forced to do somebody else's work and negate my own, if that makes sense. Not that I felt the need to explain anything about myself to anybody or why I am the way I am to anybody, but I just want to let y'all know why I've been gone. Um, just know that even though I've been speaking my truth and I've said some things that ruffle some feathers, I'm not gonna go silently. Okay? I'm not gonna die silent. I'm not gonna die quiet. Reason being is because I suffered a lot in silence my whole life. So if I never do nothing else for myself, I'm gonna speak up on what it is that's been going on, what it is I see, what it is I've been hearing, what it is I've been feeling, what it is that's been going on. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm going to speak on it because I'm done suffering in silence. I can get on here and be this kind of vulnerable. These is my confessions, right? I didn't, for the most part, I was a good kid. Okay? Only thing you have to worry about is me sneaking a cake or a cookie or something like that. Uh, Whatever. All right. Um, or the only thing you really have to worry about with me as a kid is like really nothing. There was a point where there was a point where another memory that came up, it got revealed to me that like oh shit. So it's energies right now that don't want me to speak on the stuff it is I remember, right? Don't speak on what it is you remember because that makes us look bad. Just speak on where it is you messed up, right? Just know that you ain't shit. Just know that you not deserving of love, but that's not true. certain things happen to me. There is points in my life where there's memories that's coming up where God showed me this was work being done. This was efforts to sacrifice you energetically, or this was efforts to block you from dreaming, right? Or block you from seeing what was going on spiritually. Um, there's times where I've been given things or been given gifts, or it used to be a lot of stuffed animals. Okay, I'm starting to realize it was energies, entities, it was stuff on this stuff. Okay, it was stuff on this stuff. That's part of the reason why a lot of my energy is childlike. A lot of it has to do with my houses and my charts. Yeah, but a lot of the reason why, like, I love the '90s. I love, this whole era, this whole point in time, is because that's when these energies were attached to me. It was supposed to keep me stuck in that timeline, or anchor me in that timeline. You know what I'm saying? Stuffed animals and stuff that we were given that had negative energies or entities on them. Okay. Um, you know how they talk about certain demonic presences and the whole, humping thing, or wanting to start to explore sexually, whatever, too early, whatever, like this. These are the energies or entities that was on them stuffed animals. All them stuffed animals. Also, like monitoring spirits, like monitor you in your sleep. And I kept all them stuffed animals for a long time. Okay. Stuff like this. Um um just this whole energy of, like, take care of us, don't take care of you. Be here to take care of what it is I need you to take care of. This whole thing, my whole life been out of order because of that. I didn't know how to put myself first, for real. I was taught to just give everything out, right? But now that's closing out officially. Now I'm understanding. Um, and please forgive me if any of my former soulmates see this. If you ever felt like I just wrote you off as crazy or labeled you as crazy and left you alone. No, it was me energetically trying to protect myself, me not knowing fully what was going on at the time. So I couldn't, I used to also take everything at face value, which made me come off like hella naive or whatever, right? I used to just take things at face value from people. But just don't understand, I was never dumb or slow. I always knew that there was another side. It just was the fact of, I always see the God in the person first. So I open up or say things maybe I should say or maybe I shouldn't, or I would take things that people would say to me, take it at just face value and run with it, not question it. That's another reason why people don't want me speaking or tapping into my spiritual gifts, or wanting me to stop doing tarot or any spiritual practices like that, because it teaches you to see beyond just the facade or what people would say, right? Um, it teaches you to see beyond that. Um, I just know I'm at a point now where I learned too much, seen too much. There is no going back. So whatever it is that has to go on or play out, it just has to go on and play out. Um, Me myself, uh, these are my confessions, right? No blaming nobody. There ain't no need for me to feel guilty or blame, shame, nothing about anything I've been through, because nobody ever cared to even help, nurture me. All they did was just cast judgments. Oh, you're not of value because you don't have this. You're not of value because you don't do that. But God is saying otherwise. So now it's just a matter of me learning how to rise to the occasion for myself, how to advocate for myself this time, how to learn how to say no, stand on the no, stand on what I know, and learn when to say no. And all of that shit is cool because I got it now. You know what I mean? And I'm in here and I'm cleaning up my act, literally. Um, don't know if they gonna put me out. Don't care. Don't know what else they gonna label me or whatever else they gonna try to do. Don't really care. Why? Because I learned. I'm learning myself. I'm growing myself. Even in the middle of hell. Some of the hell I created myself. But to be real, I'm heaven in the middle of hell. Heaven in the middle of hell. Ain't that something? You know what I mean? And, to be real, I'm heaven in the middle, right smack in the middle of hell. And I feel like you can't know heaven if you haven't been through hell either. Um, I feel like a lot of what I just went through was people wishing me uh, to go through what it is they went through because they felt like I was judging them or trying to judge them too harshly. I'm not judging. When I'm channeling, I'm speaking for the ancestors and for God. It's like I'm not judging. I'm just channeling the supreme judges. It says this difference, okay? I can't judge anybody because I fucked up too. Okay. I didn't do a lot of bad shit, but uh I did mess up. I did lie, or there was times I was took on this sneaky energy, and maybe people feel like I'm sneaky, right? But I've only ever been sneaky around sneaky people. Okay. So it's an adapt or die thing. It's like survival mode, but like on 10. Like I was never supposed to figure out what happened to me. So just know that a lot of these readings on this channel is my story. It's come from people that was watching me in secret, so certain stuff came up or certain stuff came out. It was God teaching me how to read the cards. A lot of the energy I would read would be about me. And certain people wanted that to happen because they wanted me reading my own life so that they could see what was going on. But at the same time, it was also God giving me the answer to my prayers. I prayed for the truth about everything. I could stand on the truth about myself. Um, I can stand on the truth about myself. But what they not gonna do is try to make me think I'm something or somebody I'm not. I'm over that. My whole life, they've been trying to put this energy on me like, no, don't clean up. No, don't work out. No, don't be healthy. No, don't do that. No, I'm tired. Tired. Tired with a capital T of all that shit. Okay? They put me in timeout. You know what I'm saying? Maybe God put me in timeout just so I could see past. So I could see past the anxiety or past the energies that they're trying to project on me. Like I'm not valuable just because I don't have what they feel like I'm supposed to have, or I don't do what they feel like I'm supposed to do. Whatever. I'm learning how to show myself the same grace I show everybody else. And that's just what that is. And if that make me grace under fire right now, then that's just what that is. But I'm not running from nothing no more. That's one thing about it. I'm not running from nothing. I'm not running from me. I'm not running from anxiety. I'm not running from depression. I'm not running from nothing or nobody. And people, they did all of this just to try to make me afraid, to try to drop me in frequency. That's what it's always been about. People around me try to just drop me in frequency or try to keep me thinking one direction. I've been blessed enough to see God from multiple angles. Okay, I've been blessed enough to get to know God from other sides. We only think about God one way when really we're all divine. I am grateful for the fact that I'm grateful for the fact that I can see God in others, even if they're being obsessive, even if they're being spiteful, even if they are being hateful, even if that's the energy they're projecting out towards me. I can still see the God in them. And while that might come off like a weakness, all it did was give me emotional strength. And people might feel like, oh, you was running. Oh, you was scared. We got you. Oh, you was scared. It's not that. Um, it's the fact that I want peace more than I want to fight or care to fight. I don't I'm not supposed to fight in that manner. I feel terrible. Even after I've won a fight, I feel terrible because like I said, I can see the God in people first. So no, I don't want to rumble with you. No, I don't want to fight with you. That don't mean that I can't. That do not mean that I can't. It means I don't want to. I don't will to. And the thing about it is I'm not gonna do anything I don't will to do anymore. I'm gonna lessen that as much as possible. Um and yes, I'm gonna keep working on me. Yes, I'm gonna keep working out. Yes, I'm gonna keep doing what I do best, which is create. People don't want me to feel free enough to create anything. But the thing about it is my destiny is tied into the fate of this planet. If I can't inspire, if I can't create, if we are allowed to as people or as divine beings, then everything stops. So none of this will be here, none of this will work. Not like and the energies that people wish are putting off on me, I see receiving that energy back, even though they don't think I do. Because I know that mirroring effect is real. So, any energy, even though they could be trying to cloak themselves or convince karma or justice don't exist in those ways, it does. Because anytime anybody have tried to do something to me, I've seen stuff happen on the flip side. I'm protected. I already was protected. They've been trying to trick me into like returning fire, right? But no, now I'm gonna work on me. Now I'm gonna unchain and unbind myself, mentally, spiritually, liberate myself. Maybe that took one last big humiliation ritual hoorah to get that through my head. You know, maybe maybe it did. Maybe it did. But that's just from where I stand. And just know I'm gonna keep speaking the truth. But I got the message loud and clear. I can't do certain things on certain people's turf, right? Or I gotta watch what I say or how I'm coming when the other person has home court advantage. And that's cool too. I could take that as a lesson too. Um, it's just I know that it's time for revelation. I know that it's time for truth. I know that when God sends me in places, it's usually gonna be a tower. It's usually gonna be a tower for them and a tower for me. Sometimes I can know how it's gonna hit. Sometimes I don't. Um, may have just said or revealed some things and destroyed myself in the process. But I feel like I was supposed to, like on some Harry Potter type stuff. Like that is the ego death. Like when somebody so they accidentally made divine beings that they treated like nothing, they accidentally made us a Horcrux in Harry Potter terms. They actually made us a Horcrux on accident. So the thing about it is they want to sit up here and play wizard chess and I got you in check and it's about to be checkmate. Well, the thing about it is, okay, because all I just did was undergo another spiritual death, which means that there's about to be another spiritual rebirth. um, like in order for the evil to die, Voldemort had to think he can touch Harry. You feel me? In order for Voldemort to get his, in order for the day to be saved, Voldemort had to think that he can. So the evil or the powers that be had to think that they can. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Now all of that low vibe, now all of that karmic me, all that toxic shit, all the memories, all the anger, all the anxiety, all the depression, the playing myself short, the not being able to stay on top of certain shit, all they did was just kill that part of me. That's all that happened. Okay? But right now that's enough me babbling and forgive me if I'm speaking in circles, but the whole thing that just happened to me was to try to impede upon my consciousness. They don't want me to be able to channel information. They're trying to take me from me. They think they can pull God from me or convince me I'm not of God or I'm not loved or I'm not worthy of being loved. But it's my heart. Okay, it's my heart and my spiritual strength that God sees. Okay, it's that purity and that ability, exactly. They want me to. They don't want me to believe I'm able. I'm capable. Okay, all right, or they don't want me to believe I have any spiritual gifts or abilities. Okay, they don't want me to feel like I have the ability to rise above anything. Okay, but it's not true. So everything that just got killed off, or everything they just tried to do, all it did was kill off the lazy part of me, the low key, the low key karmic part, okay? Or the me that was reflecting the negativity, okay? Or the me that's been anxious, or the me that was stuck in my head. All they did was just kill off that part, you know? And yeah, that's just what it is. I will go ahead and wrap it up now. Um, yeah, I'm just like everybody else. I did some wild things, and I messed up ever allowing people to take me places or do things I didn't want to do. Um, all just so they could have a nice laugh at my expense. Um, but I don't really care about being a butt of everybody's joke or everybody thinking that this is cool. Why? Because God always gets the last laugh. That's one thing I can stand on. That's one thing I can trust. Um, and that's just what that is. Um, there's no more guilt. There's no more shame. I'm not gonna feel shame or feel guilty because no, I don't have a primary care physician. Don't like going to nobody doctor because every time I've gone to a doctor, it's been a problem after the doctor. And any healer can probably attest to that. But I'm gonna go now. Why? I'm gonna go see the and talk to the therapist that I got a meeting with a therapist and I got a meeting with a primary care physician. I just want to hear what they gonna say, what lies they gonna tell, okay? Because they just did some stuff to me and I had to heal myself. I'm always constantly healing and regenerating myself from all of this stuff that they do. And I feel like they truly trying to figure out how to capture that regenerative. They're trying to capture that regenerative energy that I'm giving off, or they're trying to make me manifest my own death, demise, whatever it is, um but God has the last say. It just is what it is. They just killed off all the trauma bonds, everything they just pulled, killed off karmic ties to the past, um, all of that. So now here I am. You know what I'm saying? So now here it is, I'm arriving, okay, or I'm transcending this negative part of myself. Look, somebody want me to shut up. Somebody don't want me to talk. Somebody don't want me to speak. No, we want you offline. We won't want you on this channel. Period. Somebody doesn't want me speaking. Okay. Somebody don't want me speaking. Somebody don't want me healing or getting well or believe that I can. Okay. Um, and it's just not true. Okay. Everything that they just took from me was the lie. Everything they just killed off. Only the truth remains. Only divine love persists. All else must go type energy. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping me deepen my self love, deepen my self care. Um, thank y'all. Thank y'all for that. Um, I needed to transcend that part of myself that was stuck looping in that aspect. Now it don't matter. I can be at peace at whatever the outcome is going to be because now I am going to take better care of me. I'm going to go just to see what it is that they're trying to say so I know what it is I'm working on fixing. And really, it's not even that, because when I read my chart, like people was trying to make it seem like I have stuff I don't even have. Like it was just a big psyop, or they just tried to MK Ultra me, or whatever it is, whatever little game they just tried the whole play. Okay, but it doesn't really even matter, because me, I'm owning up for who I've been. Okay, and you heard your favorite readers talking about, oh she brought she oh she saying, oh she don't clean up, or oh she didn't do this, oh she didn't do that. That's because this was the old me. This was the trifling part that was being put on me that I've been having to shed. Okay, it just is. It is what it is. So, hey, certain stuff was meant, certain stuff wasn't meant, but it's gonna all work for my good regardless. Now I get to move forward. Um, I'm not gonna feel guilt. I'm not gonna feel shame. People think they got all of this stuff on me, all of these secrets, whatever. Just in case it ever comes up or comes out. Yes, I had in my 20s. Uh, yeah, I had one thing. The only way I could really say I really like went against my mom or went against a wish. I had friends over that wasn't really friends at her house at certain points. Uh, and in my 20s, me and the person I was dating did do the horizontal mambo in her bed. But that was work being done even in that instance on me as well. And I'm not trying to make no excuses. It is what it is. Um, if if people I was seeing, like a couple people I was seeing, like maybe two people I was seeing, when I found out that they wasn't into me like that, or they was cheating on me or dipping off on other people, I tried to do the same thing. Only I got in trouble. I got the pop. Okay. So one time I tried to cheat. One time I tried to cheat. Uh, the person that the person I hooked up with straight up tried to do me like how females do dudes. I woke up while everything was gone. Woke up, everything was gone. Okay, laptop, bus card, all kind of shit, all kind of shit. Uh, shit like this. Um, yeah, I've had a car rendezvous or two. Yeah, and this was in my 20s. Yeah, I tried to get with people, but they were still tied in other situations. Okay, either people that was engaging in multiple partner poly situations, and I didn't know till I was dating them, or like there's an instance where I tried to date somebody, you know, getting divorced, leaving their person, bye bye bye. Should have never did that shit either. Okay, and all of it was just to try to make me convinced I'm not deserving of true love. I'm not deserving of my own person. I'm not deserving of being loved by the divine. The whole time it was just a trick out my energy, a trick into me forking out more energy. I'm naturally a nurturer. I'm naturally a giver by nature. I give. People took advantage in that way too. You know what I mean? And I realized that I was allowing it. I was allowing it just to feel some feel like they cared, or I was just doing it to try to prove or show the people that I cared, so that maybe I could then be treated properly. But all of that was wrong. So I no longer feel guilty about anything, shame about anything. Uh yeah, when I hit 30s, I was to myself, had been single for a minute, so yeah, in one of these little groups. You know what I'm saying? In the DMs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is. Uh, you know, people showing and telling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is in the little group. Yeah, I did that for a little bit. Yeah, I did that for a little bit. Uh, but then I figured out that wasn't my scene either. Cause how you treat yourself is how other people treat you, right? So now it's time to move with love, lead with love, um, and it just is what it is. Um, I, I, I can't feel guilty or feel shame about anything I've done. Um, I can't feel guilty or shame about that shit no more. There's no more room to carry no guilt, no shame about any fucking thing. Because now all I've been doing for this past little bit here is healing and trying to undo all of this while people keep trying to rebind. But I block, bind, and banish any and all demonic attachments in Christ's name. In the name of the Most High Living God, I declare and decree any and all malevolent energies, people that's been working against my health, people that's working against my well-being, wishing against my well-being, okay, trying to make me appear to be like them when I'm not, okay, and I'm working through whatever it is that they've been placing upon me. I bind all of them. I bind all of that. Okay, I cast any malevolent demons, uh, dark energies causing depression, anxiety. Okay, negative frequencies, negative energies people want to send towards me. Okay, I bind it all. Okay, I cast it all back to the pits of hell from which it comes. And yes, I returns it. I don't return it with malevolence. I mean, for these entities or energies to return back to their rightful place. Okay, and it's not with me. It's not with me. It's just not with me because I'm not with that no more. Okay, um, you gotta transcend your own Judas. Okay, and sometimes that's your friends, sometimes that's your family. Sometimes you've been around nothing but Judas types. And so it tricks you to becoming your own Judas yourself. Okay? But they just killed that about me. So like I said, it is a death to the Judas consciousness. I just didn't know it was all playing out in myself. Right? And it is what it is. But peace, love, eternal. It is what it is. Hopefully, maybe this will help somebody. Maybe it won't. Not that I felt the need to explain my life and shit. Um, nah. But I'm tired of being bound. There will be no more blockages to my root chakra. There will be no more people stealing from my sacral. There will be no more usurping of my creative power. There will be no more convincing me that I'm ill. There will be no more convincing me, oh, I'm not healing. Oh, I'm not growing. Oh, I'm not changing just because I've been depressed. There will be no more of me treating me or there will be no more of me treating me improperly in any way. I'm sure God's gonna hold me to it. Okay, for the rest of my time here, for the rest of my duration on the surface. Okay, I'm gonna be moving like heaven. I got heaven right here on earth. Heaven in the middle of hell. Okay, I'm transcending what's hell of me to the heaven of me. And that's just what that is. People like it, don't. They can feel how they feel. They can feel like, oh, I'm a liar. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. No, I'm going to show myself grace, the same grace I show other people. And so, judgment got to play out how it play out for me and for everybody else too. And just know that anything y'all do to anybody, say about anybody, anything, all that shit, ultimately it's you. So ultimately, these people that have come against me or orchestrate this grand plan, they not realizing God got another plan on the other side of it. And now my voice keeps going out. You see what I'm saying? Everything that have been done, it will be undone. So I'm undoing depression. I block, bind, and banish all these spirits or whatever energies that's fostering these connections. It's been cut. It has just been cut. Period. There will be no more reattaching. God has taken a seat within me. There will be no more trying to rebind, trying to reattach things. People can do and try all they want to. Okay? They might even be successful in trying to corrupt my reputation. All that's going to happen, I'm a Capricorn. If you corrupt a Capricorn's reputation for money, status, and wealth, you just messed up because Capricorn rules all that. And God, we know God, y'all call God the Father. If Capricorn is the father of the zodiac and you're trying to mess with a child of God's status, reputation, money, or anything, guess what you're going to lose? But God's been saying that here already. People just took offense to it. So I apologize. Going forward, when I upload, if I upload on this channel, I might start a whole new channel. It might be time for me to go anonymous, faceless, whatever. Okay, because if they see that it's me, right, it's not going to go nowhere. Or the messages aren't going to get very far. Right? So maybe it's time to start cloaking. I didn't see the value of a mask, but they taught me that too. I just they taught me the value of masking my energy. And these people, they think they can do this and not get karma because they're masking their energy, but God knows who everybody is. So there ain't no escaping nothing. Okay? So just know I was gone for a reason. Just know I'm not going to die silent. Just know I will be returning and doing messages. I'm still going to be speaking the truth, but now I'm going to be speaking from a different standpoint. Now I'm going to be moving different. Okay? So I just figured I'd get on here and say that. Some of y'all might have wondered where I've been at or what's been going on. Whoop, there it is. I didn't set it out my mouth, so what shame can there be? You know what I'm saying? People think that they can shame me for what's been happening. But if y'all knew the whole story, y'all gonna see the whole story one day. Y'all gonna see the whole story one day. I can't tell it here. But let me go ahead and hop up off of here. I keep yawning. Peace and love eternal to y'all. Y'all be blessed and take care. Yeah. Yeah, I won't be silent. I'm not gonna go speechless. Done suffering in silence. God's helping me up out. God's delivering me up out. One way, whichever form. Really, it's in multiple ways. It's a delivery out of depression. You know what I'm saying? It's a delivery out of anxiety. It's a delivery out of my own Judas consciousness. It's a delivery out of, falsities. Or, it's a delivery out of the inceptions that was planted in my life, in my mind. It's a delivery out of the programming. It's a delivery out of my old way of being. It's a delivery out of, not treating myself adequately, not believing in myself. It's a delivery out of this time where I just had to fork over all this power to other people. You know what I mean? It's just a delivery up out of that altogether. And I'm grateful for it. And I won't be taking any days for granted anymore, ever. And I'm gonna do the best I can with the time I've been allowed. And I only care about making God proud. I can get on here and say this and be as vulnerable as I want and admit to all kind of fucked up stuff. Why? Because I don't care about how people see me. I only care about how God sees me now. Whoop, there it is. Peace and love eternal to y'all. And I'll catch y'all later.